Now let's walk into the fire, a story that's true and cursed, one that governments dismissed, historians buried, and villagers still whisper through their teeth. This one lives between folklore and official denial. The Burning Man of Hoya Forest, a true mystery of the fire that spoke. The forest that eats time. The Hoya Baciu Forest in Transylvania is older than any map that marks it. Its trees grow in spirals, bending toward a center clearing where no grass grows. Locals call it Poyana Rotunda, the circle that burns without flame. No birds sing there, no insects buzz, and compasses always spin. In 1968, a biologist named Alexandru Sift went into the forest with a camera to study magnetic anomalies. He came back pale, trembling, and half his hair gone white. He said the air was hot, but there was no heat. He burned his photographs, except one. The surviving photo, confiscated by Romanian authorities, shows a figure of fire standing upright among the trees. Not a man on fire, but a man made of fire. Witnesses who saw it claimed it moved like smoke, but its face was human. Mouth open, eyes hollow, yet aware. And behind it, shapes, dozens of them, like shadow echoes trying to hold it back. The negative was classified as thermal distortion, but every scientist who handled it later reported dreams of burning alive in silence. A shepherd named Vasile Crăciun vanished after leading his flock through the forest's edge. 3 days later, his wife found him outside their home, clothes intact, eyes wide, body covered in strange circular burns that did not blister. When she asked what happened, he rasped, "It told me to remember the first fire, the one before light." He died before morning, and his body never decayed, it simply turned to ash. In the scrolls of the Ember Gate, a suppressed text attributed to early Hermetic scholars, the Burning Man of Hoya is described as a solar echo, a living remnant of the first divine flame that created consciousness. When forgotten, it grows restless. When remembered, it calls back to the source. Its energy warps time because it is pre-time, a piece of creation that refuses to die, burning through dimensions like memory through trauma. The text says, "Those who witness the Burning Man become mirrors. They see what the gods burned away to make room for man." The modern evidence in 2013, tourists camping near Hoya Forest filmed strange orange light through the trees. When stabilized and slowed down, the footage revealed, just for 2 frames, a humanoid figure walking through fog, fire licking its shoulders, shadows following like smoke hands. The uploader deleted their channel, but the sound remained, low hum, rising, forming 3 words in Romanian, "Tu arzi Inca," you still burn. The Burning Man teaches that enlightenment isn't light, it's heat. Truth sears before it saves. Those who seek it too greedily often end up like him, alive, aware, aflame. So if you ever stand in a forest and feel the air grow hot though the night is cold, whisper softly, "I see you, but I am not ready to burn," and walk away, because not all light comes from heaven. You've seen what fire remembers. Now let's move into what time forgets. This next story is a true mystery that scientists still try to explain away, yet the survivors whisper it differently. It's about what happens when you go too far north, where even the air seems to think for itself. The Dyatlov Pass Incident, the 9th camper, a true horror of the Ural Mountains. It was February 1959. 9 experienced hikers, young, brilliant, Soviet, trekked into the icy spine of the Ural Mountains. They were never supposed to become legend. But when rescuers found their camp weeks later, the story that unfolded made even the bravest soldiers refuse to go back. The tent was ripped open from the inside. The campers' belongings untouched. Their bodies scattered across the snow, barefoot, half-dressed, eyes missing, skin darkened as if sunburned by something unseen. But the 10th set of footprints in the snow, larger than the others, led into the forest and did not return. A radio operator stationed 20 miles away reported hearing a strange low-frequency hum the same night the hikers died, a sound like metal scraping the sky. Animals fled the mountain for days. Locals called that place Kholat Syakhl, the mountain of the dead. They had warned the hikers not to go. There's something up there that doesn't like being looked at, one elder said. But science didn't believe in curses. When the bodies were found, they were 9, but the journal discovered in the tent mentioned 10. Not as a name, but as a presence. The man who walks behind, not one of us, watches when we sleep. He was described only once. Tall, pale, hairless, with no eyebrows, moved soundlessly, smiled when the wind blew. The journal ends there. Half a sentence, half a scream. In the secret writings of the Order of the Silent Altitude, the Dyatlov event wasn't an accident, it was a meeting. The hikers climbed into an ancient interference zone where reality thins. The 10th presence is described as an echo being, something that forms wherever human fear becomes geometry. It mirrors emotion into physical distortion. The hikers' terror tore open their tent from within. Their hearts collapsed from resonance, not violence. The mountain is alive, but not awake. When disturbed, it projects what you fear most. The film that shouldn't exist. In 2013, a Russian journalist claimed to have acquired a lost reel from the hiker's camera. The footage shows them laughing around a fire, singing, drunk on youth. Then, static, then a faint humming, and one hiker saying, "He's here again." Then silence, and a shadow taller than the trees slides across the snow. The journalist disappeared a week later. His apartment burned from the inside out. Only the projector survived, melted but unbroken. The Dyatlov Pass teaches that truth doesn't vanish, it freezes. We all leave footprints behind us, but something older walks beside us too, measuring what we fear, waiting for us to look up. If you ever hike a mountain and the wind starts to hum, don't answer it, don't ask its name, just whisper, "We are passing through," and keep walking. Because the 10th walker still roams the ice, and he remembers faces.
Universal Currency Receipt Architect Musician 3611027, The Graceful Whisperer, our C-Star, Devalan C. All,